Yo, what's up guys? Alright, so for today's video, since we saw a world tournament going on, thought I'd do like another type of like discussion video. So for this time, I want to return to an idea I've been having for quite a while, just kind of waited till like 10th anniversary was over because I had so much stuff to do then. But here I have top 10 lists I want to do for the like character OSTs of the year 2023, because I already did the year of 2024 before on this channel, and that one was pretty fun. So want to do 2023 this time around. I think it'll also be pretty fun. Although like 2023 as a year overall for Dokkan was kind of a weird year in terms of like the character balance and stuff like that. A lot of the OSTs they did hit pretty well. So I've been thinking over like how I structured this list, like, you know, like the actual placements. Been thinking this over for like such a long time. It almost makes me hate the year of 2023 Dokkan even more because of just how difficult it was to make like decisions. There's just so many bangers from this year, but yeah, we're just gonna hop right to it. I already have like a playlist on my channel using the uploads from DBZ World, so you know, courtesy of them. We're gonna be using like their uploads to listen to the tracks. There's like a loop of it to see what we think of it. So yeah, let's just go on over and see what number 10 is right here and listen to it. Alright, so number 10 spot is going to be the AGO Blue Boys, their intro in particular. I'll be the number 10 spot. So I do want to point out, I have a lot of feelings about this OST. A lot of positive ones, honestly. I mean, if it was negative, they probably wouldn't be on here. But I mean, the unit themselves in the game, they're really bad now. They did not age very good. So they have like a little bit of a meme status. I'm not sure if people have seen like some like memes on like YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and stuff like that. Or it's just I hear this theme a lot from like memes in regards to them, so I find that really funny. But also, certain person that's been on the channel, Mono Moon, Grace Moon, whatever you'd want to call them, we have a special association with this track. We nicknamed them the Forever Boys because basically like she ascribed like a word to this track, and it's really nice. Forever is the word, just like the fact that Goku and Vegeta, I mean, in their animation, they talk about how they charge together at full power. Just like undetermined, well, not undetermined, but like that, just, what is it? Just unwavering determination, basically. So, very good track. It has some meme value to it because I've just seen it so much like that. But I mean, the other tracks that Blue Vegito has, they're really good too. But like, this is just such a strict list. Like, there's just so many like really good tracks. Like, it was hard. But yeah, we're gonna go over and move on to the number 9 spot. so the number 9 spot's going to be the LR Int Tree of Might Goku, number 9. What's funny about this track is I also have a specific memory with another friend that's been on the channel, Matan. I want to try to collaborate with them again soon. We're in the works of that. Might do like a race or something. But I have this post up here on Twitter. This was like a bit before I made my channel. This was June 15, 2023, so it was around like the JP release date of this LR character. But I was just like sharing with people that's just like, I didn't really post too much about Dokkan on my account, just here and there, but I was just like, I need to share this. It's just such a banger. And I like already known Matan for a bit. But this is how we discovered that we're both into Dokkan, which was funny because we were already friends. We didn't talk like a heck of a lot, but once we like, this broke the ice for sure, and now me and him really good buddies. So yeah, we just shared each other power level. Look at that, June 15, 2023 at 2.3. I'm almost, not really, but close to double that at this point, just like a year and a half later. It's insane. But yeah, we're just sharing our stuff. He was almost at 1 million at this point. He's at, I think he just crossed like 2.5 million recently in terms of his power level. So yeah, fun memory here. This theme broke the ice between me and Matan. I mean, we were still like, you know, cool, but still. As for like the theme itself, like it's just, what comes to my head immediately, like, this might seem a bit weird, but I think of like, maybe I'll actually played this game, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like, they got some like synth type of tracks in there, some really like energetic, because it's a fighting game, so it's got a lot of like energetic stuff. This feels like it would fit right in that type of game. Just, it is, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know how else to word it. It's just, it feels like a fighting game track, for sure. You could probably say that about a lot of these Dokkan tracks, but this one in particular for sure. It is just so good. I had to share it with the people. But we might as well go on to the number 8 spot now. So number 8 is going to be specifically the standby activation for the LR Physical Trunks. This was very tough to decide on because I don't want to like have a full list of just like the same character over and over again. I try to mix in a little bit of like opinion and also like just discussion piece, just not to have the list flooded with like the exact same character but just different OSTs. But anyway, his intro and his actual like standby finish, they're both incredible, but I had to pick out the standby activation for this one. All three of them just, what the heck? There's not a whole lot in the game that sounds like it. It sounds like super like cinematic or something. Like it is, dang. I know I already brought up like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the previous entry, but for this one I feel like it would be in like a superhero movie. It is so heroic. Oh my gosh, I don't know, it's so good. I guess my words on it's a little simple. I mean, it's pretty much it. Not a lot to it, but it just sounds so unique as across from everything else in this game. So, quite impressive on that end. Let's go on to the number 7 spot now. So, do this. Alright, so next spot for number 7 is going to be the standby activation for the 23rd World Tournament Goku. Again, his intro and his standby finish is also really great. I mean, standby finish, like, probably was going to be on this list initially. But this standby, I just remember it was around, like, you know, Golden Week 2023. It was late April, early May. Like, I was listening to this track all the time. Anytime I, like, drove anything, like, it was just... there's one thing that comes to my mind, because it's, like, the animation where Goku's, like, all damaged and getting up, and he's saying, like, oh, you missed my vital organs. All of them?
Good thing you aim as bad as you fight. You missed my vital organs. All of them?
I had to get that in the video. That moment from the Dragon Ball dub is so funny. Yeah, I think of I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, especially with that clip of just, like, despite, like, how broken down Goku is at that time, like, he just still gets back up, unwavering. So, very good there. I like that one. So, well, let's go ahead and pump up the volume. Move on to the next slot. Alright, so next spot for number 6 is going to be the GT Duo, 8th Anniversary GT Duo. It's the finish skill. Gosh, number 6, this feels so low, but, like, that's just how competitive this list is in my head. Of course, I mean, if people... This is purely subjective, like, you know, it's not saying, like, oh, this is the objective list. So if somebody wants to put this, like, really high up, like number 2, number 3, I totally get it. It's just, this year is so tough for me to decide. But, yeah, as for the GT Duo, like, their finish, I mean, as you can see, like, Goku, there is all beaten up and all that. I mean, he's basically just hanging on. It's like a thread in terms of, like, how much energy he has left. Uses the Genki Dama to try to finish off Omega Shenron with Vegeta and the rest of them stalling, so Goku can do it. Yeah, I mean, just really good OST just for, like, the big final all-out attack. Really, really good. It's number 6. It's just, it feels so low, but, like, I can't help it. Like, there's so many other good tracks left to explore, so we're gonna move on, see what number 5 is now. Alright, so number 5 is going to be the standby activation for, yeah, here it is right here, LR Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Again, I've been saying this for a couple characters at this point, but like the incomplete standby and the complete standby finish, those are amazing. But I just had to go with this one in particular because it's just what happens in the animation is Oob comes out to protect Goku and them, while everybody, like all the rest of the Saiyans like Goten, Gohan, Trunks, Pan, they all give Goku energy to go into like the full power variation of him. So it really like it really just has that feeling of like, oh, I'll stall for time, that type of thing. They've done that quite a bit in the series. I mean, especially even just the most recent entry, it's just like a different feel for it, with how like Vegeta and them stalled against Omega Shenron, and then for SS4 Goku and Oob, they stall against Baby. So this, I just really enjoy like the synth stuff going, especially at the start, where it's just like, it sounds like it's almost like it's glitching up and stuff like that. It sounds really awesome. I can't help it, like these sick guitar riffs, I just appeal to me way too much. So anyway, so that was number 5. Let's go on to see what number 4 is going to be. So number 4 is going to be the this is the active skill theme for LR Omega Shenron, because the other ones he has, this is his intro, which the intro is really good too. Like the hit on it like definitely compares to like Tech Bardock, Tech UI, kind of like their intros. Like the hit's so good. And what is it for Omega? This is Revive. That one's okay. It's not the craziest to me, but as far as active skill, it really I've had an idea as something else I can do instead of just doing, well, I'll do like the rest of the years from previous, but another way I want to structure it is like maybe like a top 10 like best boss battle themes, like specific themes that I think would fit or have like really fit as like a good like intense OST against like a boss fight in the game. This is definitely be up there for me for sure. This one sounds very intense and cruel. I mean, like, yeah, in this art, it might not look like it because it's just Dokkan art, but like in his super attack, I think it's like the 12 key super attack he has, he like sticks his like these spines, he sticks them like through Vegeta, like impales him like that. So very intense. Really enjoy this one. It's just, it could make for a really good boss battle theme. I like it a lot. Of course, it's got those guitar riffs. Need those. Alright, now we're getting to the top 3. It might be even a bit more intense. Let's see. So, number 3 is going to be the LR Future Gohan active skill, where he, you could even see from the thumbnail, or whatever the video, that Piccolo and Goku, they're not literally there, but it's like a, I guess like a figment of like his Gohan's spirit and stuff from like both of his, like his father and his mentor helping him out there. This one, oh my gosh, like I don't know if it's just me, but like as I was just listening to this just now again, like it does raise hairs on my arms. Like oh, that is just too good. If I think about that one too much, it kind of gets to me. It's just, if anybody knows the story of like future Gohan and like the future timeline, it's just that like he's going against like these forces of like Android 17 and 18, and I know they just look like kids, but they ravage like the entire future timeline, and Gohan's pretty much like the only person that can stand up to him, but he's not even a match. Like he's just like barely living on, like he's missing an arm, so he's just like one-armed, which I think, isn't this like the first like one-armed future Gohan in the game in Dokkan? Because all the previous ones had 2 arms, I think, but whatever. Anyway, it's just one thing I've always really loved about future Gohan is just that, like, despite the fact that it's almost like he knows that like he doesn't stand a chance, but he's the only one that can possibly like fight, so he has to do it anyway. Like he's just, even though he knows he loses, he has to step into the battlefield and do the best that he can to protect the people that he loves. So it's truly, like I said, my hairs on my body just stand up. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to number 2 then. So let's see. This is where it gets really tough for me. So like for the longest time, this was at the number 1 spot. Like I just felt like I had to force it in there at being at number 1. But of course we'll get to what the actual number 1 is in a bit here. But like this one, there are some specific tracks in this game I could think of that just feel like Dokkan Battle, the music track, which is not a bad thing at all. Like it actually, like, there are some of them that just encapsulate the feeling and like the experiences of the entire game overall, and I feel like this is definitely one of them. It feels like Dokkan Battle, the music track, but there's a couple from the game that's like that, but this is one for sure from 2023 that sounds like that. I think another one from this year that would sound like that is probably God Goku's active skill, going to Super Saiyan. This is another one from this year, for example, that feels like Dokkan Battle music, like the definition of it. This one, just, it's so good. Just landing the final blow. It's a little similar to the GT duo, they're finished, but it's just a different tone. You'd have to, the animation is just impeccable. Like oh my gosh, this is still one of the best animated units in the game. But I mean, we're talking about music here, but still, it's just how well animated the unit is overall, and the good music adds in to just be a very fun character to use. So they should be easy-ing in like a year, assuming that they're going to keep to that schedule of doing anniversary LRs Easy A with each new anniversary. So 11th anniversary, we'll look forward to the Z Duo and the GT Duo getting their Easy A's, like 99% chance of that. So like I said earlier, this was going to be a number 1 for the longest time. I had it there, but I just was like, the number two initially was at number 2. Like I listened to this one too much throughout the year of 2023. Like I have to put it at number 1. Maybe a little bit similar to my previous list for music of 2024. I had Dokkan Fest Tech Vegeta at the number 1 slot because I was just too addicted to that theme throughout the entirety of 2023. This one feels similar to me, so here's number 1. Alright, so this had to take number 1 for me. I just could not help it. It is way too good. Because I feel like a metric I kind of use to help sway my opinions on this list a lot is just I reflect back on like the year and like as these tracks were coming out, and I think like how often did I listen to them? Like when I was like driving, playing a game, something like that. How often did I go out of my way to like listen to this music, even outside of Dokkan? And like I just was, I was sharing this with friends. SS4 Vegito's active skill here. I was sharing this with friends, just saying like, is it just me or is this like absolute peak? Like I can't. It's just, it's taking me over. Like I can't help it. It's that same feeling I felt with Tech Vegeta from 2024. Even though like this guy came out a little bit late, like around like Thanksgiving 2023, so like late November. Still, like it's just shining like track from 2023 for me. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this because that's all of them in the playlist here. So pretty fun. Let's just go ahead and close that. So I think I'd mentioned earlier what it almost makes me hate the year 2023 of Dokkan even more, was just how difficult it was to put this list together. Because if any of y'all feel differently about how to structure this list, I'm completely open to like hearing your opinion. Like I'm very curious to see what other people think, because like there's just so many different ways, like, you know, it's music preferences, everybody's different in that regard, so it's completely okay if like you don't agree with my list at all. It's just how I am and what I prefer. Like there's just so many, like hold on, like going through all the rest of them that like didn't make the list. The Z Duo, their standby activation is incredible. GT Duo standby activation is incredible. Majin Vegeta I was actually like really wanting to put on the list, but it's just too competitive. This one's incredible. Yeah, the Kaigoku themes they're pretty good. Yeah, the 5th anniversary, what was really cool was that their active skills, like they had OSTs for their passive skill transformations when they went from base form to blue, but as for their active skill attacks, they actually didn't have an OST. Like it was very awkward initially throughout, like when they came out during the 5th anniversary and then onwards, like they had their active skill, you used it and like the music did not change, and it's like that's not typically what happens for most characters, so it was kind of weird. But when they EZA, they actually gave them a brand new music track, which was awesome. They're also probably going to be contenders for this list, but again, just way too competitive. Super 17, nobody can beat him when he's Super 17. Also got a banging track. God Goku's intro, I feel like I really like it, but it's just way too short. It's a little repetitive, but like I brought it up earlier, it's a little similar to like Tech Bardock, Tech UI, and AGL Omega Shenron, like the intros of just like the really big hit. But yeah, I mentioned Goku's active earlier. This Vegito is also going to maybe be a contender for the list. It's just incredible. Nice piano and guitar. Kale's pretty good. I like Super Boo's intro. I actually don't like Super Boo's active skill. I don't know if I'm just missing something, but it just straight up does not sound good to me. It sounds like offbeat in some areas, but hey, maybe that's just me. If somebody else wants to get it, then that's totally fine. I really like the intro for Tech 23rd World Tournament Goku. It's a bit short, but really like the it really reminds me of like the early 2000s, like rocks type of stuff. This one, maybe it's just weird, but this one sounds like a track from like Tekken or something. Maybe a bit too upbeat for that, because Tekken's a lot more techno, but in some cases nowadays. But this one's very popular and famous. I hear this one all the time because of World Tournament. Lum is okay. Tullus, intro's really good. I remember hearing a lot of people talk about his intro. His active skill has some just intense guitar shredding in there. Wheelo's okay. Yeah, I mentioned these earlier. These are pretty good. Super Trunks, yeah, he's okay. This is the active skill transforming into Vegito, like fusing, and then this is his active skill attack. They're both good. Zamasu's intro, I don't really hear many people compliment it, but I really like how like intense and wicked it sounds. This one sounds pretty good, I'd say. His domain. Now this one was maybe a contender, probably not, probably wouldn't have made it, but like this one, I definitely recommend this one for sure. One of the sleeper hits. Sounds just, it's basically like the whole thing of like Zamasu building up his hatred for mortals. You can definitely feel it in like the music track. This Trunks is pretty good. Yeah, I mentioned earlier about like the intro and the standby finish, very good. Not like the biggest fan on Gohan's intro. It's okay though. At first, whenever the like Android 17, 18 unit released, I wasn't a big fan of their OSTs, but it had to like sink in on me. Now they're like really good. Again, could have been contenders for the list. Peel Off is a very funny, goofy one. I like that one. SS4 Vegito's intro is pretty good, I'd say. This maybe would have possibly been a contender. Physical Android 21. Very good, that one. Also sounds wicked. Now as for the Dokkan Fest AGL Android 21, probably wouldn't have made it, but I think they're both decent. The Insane Trio, they have some bangers for sure. And what broke my heart the most with this list was that I couldn't fit on STR Dragon Fist in any capacity. I really wanted to either put like one of these two, like they're just incredible. If I had to say, maybe there'd be like, they would definitely be within like the top 15 if I did like, you know, extend it up to 15. They would most likely be in there. And then Cell and Frieza from GT, they actually have some pretty good ones. The intro's okay. I really like their active skill though. So, I mean, I had a lot of comments on a lot of these. That's what I just want to showcase just how tough it was for me to decide. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope y'all enjoyed us going over the music, and if y'all have your own opinions, just feel free to let me know. I'd definitely be open to hearing that, having some discussions. Yeah, I'm doing pretty decent at World Tournament. It's going to be ending off in 10 hours, but I am very close because I typically try to aim for top 2,000 in the world, and at least like top 3 local, because sometimes I have an insane person in the first spot in local. But I'm doing pretty good. I think I'll definitely be able to make a top 2,000 by the time it ends, pretty easily. Because I mean, I'm not within the range right now, but it's pretty easy. I'm just 100 or so off. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this video. World Tournament's gonna be ending soon. Yeah, I'm really ready to do those World Tournament ticket summons, because they did release a new World Tournament character technically in this Dragon Ball Saga banner. It's a Tech Kudiden, which I think what's so funny is that like they've just been releasing so many like Tech World Tournament units. They have this guy, they have the Yamcha, yeah, that guy, and then they have, it might be in the unfeatured listing, I'm gonna just search them up in my box. The Shin, yeah. That's the 3 most recent World Tournament units from that banner. They're all like super Tech, but it's fine. Anyway, not to drag on the video too much longer. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you all have an amazing, lovely day, and check the barber shop.